And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. It's the end. Feels like just yet. Yesterday we were watching the NBA Finals doors. Now a brand new season is getting started.
Doesn't feel like yesterday to me. I've been dying for some NBA hoops all summer. Let's tip it up.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the three. Embiid gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Now here's George. And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Maxey. Outside Oubre. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Now here's Maxey. Bridges on the double. George outside. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. That one drops for him.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
It's stolen away. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Embiid. Pass to George. Let's go with a three. And it's New York with a rebound. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And he gets that one.
A solid finisher in close. Edgecombe's agility lets him find good angles.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Screen by Embiid. Maxey finds Embiid. And stolen by Brunson. Ball's going up the court. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back over to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. New York, again, can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 3. A minute 9 left in the first. The shot won't fall. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Brunson. Six on the shot clock. Misses the 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And it's Maxey missing. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edgecombe. Brunson defending. Brunson with a double team. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Anunoby. And Anunoby pulls it down. Here's Brunson. Oubre with a steal. To the middle. Just 3 on the clock. And Edgecombe gets it to go. Edgecombe's got 6 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia on top, leading by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Anunoby plays the 4, and Cat is the center. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's the group for New York starting the second. McBride, basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Well, read the floor, you kick it out to the open shooter. It's a simple game.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams.
Yeah, quick thinking right there by Edgecombe. He needs to keep being decisive off the catch.
Left side Brunson. 6 to shoot. And Anunoby finds Bridges. Shoots from the elbow. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Maxey. Inside. Stolen by Anunoby. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. McBride passes to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Maxey with it. George a screen on Bridges. Maxey with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Embiid. Offline with a 3. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Philadelphia leading by 6. Embiid passes to Maxey. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. That 3's off the mark. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Maxey passes to George. Knocks it down from distance. Big picture question, Doris. What do you think of the direction of the game?
I love where the game is. Players have never been more skilled. The three-point shooting and the tough shot making is at its highest level. And I think the physicality that's slowly being reincorporated is perfect. Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Pass to Oubre. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
12 straight points off 3s. This defense is not extending very well.
3-pointer, Bridges. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Pass to Edgecombe. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Fast break, New York. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 5. too long on the shot. Three-pointer, Bridges. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please correct.
This is a finely tuned offense. They're pushing the action while staying disciplined.
Yeah, their scores are in the right places.
Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. So it's Philadelphia now. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the three.
Only 6'2", but Maxey got some spring in his step.
Knicks trail by 14. Towns passes to Anunoby. Back to Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Jacks up a three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Maxey, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Though there's a calmness to Jalen Brunson, there's also a competitive fire. And boy, from range, look out.
Outside Oubre, all alone, and the jumper is good. Oubre's got 10 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Towns passes to Brunson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for McBride. Clock at 6. Embiid, a screen on Anunoby. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
Yeah, they were incredibly accurate on free throws last season. They are an organization that doesn't neglect an important part of the game.
Towns up top, George defending. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Towns double team.
Yeah, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Oubre. Lets the three fly. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brunson finds Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Out to Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. 5 on the clock. Now Embiid. The 3 is up. Towns with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Anunoby's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Now here's Brunson. Three-pointer. No luck on that one.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
George's shot is off. Knicks trail by 14. Oh, they get a hand on it. Edgecombe, no good. For New York, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Towns finds Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, B.A., because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
George passes to Maxey. Over Brunson. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 11.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bridges, the small forward, with Cat playing 4. Brunson runs point, Anunoby slots in at the 2. And it's Robinson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Embiid. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And he drops the first. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Maxey surveying the D. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 10-point game. Brunson finds Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Maxey against Anunoby. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. 3-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edgecombe, no good. Knicks trail by 10. Outside Brunson. Outside Anunoby. And he nails it.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Here's Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Screen by Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Towns rips down the board.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Maxey against Brunson. Sneaking inside, it's Brunson.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Maxey against Anunoby. Outside Maxey. Cashes in from 18.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Brunson goes again. Cleared away by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 7. George misses the 3. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. Up top, Embiid. He's guarded by Bridges. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Now Embiid. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Brunson fires. The 3 is off.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And yes, sir! Hits the wide-open J.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with.
There's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Now here's Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Robinson's checked in for New York.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
New York has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Clock at 4. Here's Oubre. The Knicks pull it in. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Now Oubre after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Brunson against Maxey. Towns for 3. New York, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Edgecombe, no good. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Towns kicks to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Brunson against Maxey. Shoots over Brunson. Maxey, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brunson against Maxey. Lets the three fly. Another shot. And Towns with the lay-in good.
And Towns is solid at getting strong position on the glass. Terrific work.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And, Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down. He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Oubre. Back to George. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
30 seconds left in the first. Here's Embiid. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Knicks leading by 4. Anunoby passes to Towns. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Towns.
Powerful move by Anunoby inside. He really attacks when he's in close like that.
Embiid kicks to George. He takes it in, and George with the stuff.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Knicks. He delivered 9 points. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
The forwards are Bridges and Towns. At point, we'll see Brunson with Anunoby next to him. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson with it. Maxey covering. 6 to shoot. Towns down low. Working on George. They get it back with 1 on the clock. Brunson against Maxey. Anunoby has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 now.
Great awareness from Brunson. He draws the defense and able to kick it out for the open 3.
Back to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Anunoby. To the inside. Embiid owns the lane.
Well, listen, if Embiid gets the ball that close to the rim, it is over. You have to deny position.
In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slipping.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
Here's Edgecombe. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Right block shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to New York. Here's George. It's good. This game is all even.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. But he's become an all-star. He said quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Al, we appreciate the report.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Maxey against Brunson. And again, it's New York.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
The 76ers trail by 3. Oubre on the wing. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
76ers have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Maxey kicks to Oubre. Kicks it out to Maxey. Pass to George. Oubre, a screen on Brunson. A nice shot by George.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
Here's Brunson. Here's Robinson. Bridges outside. A floater. Brunson with a clean look. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 17.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Embiid with force. Embiid takes it to him.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Pass to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to
the previous play is under review.
That shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Pretty quickly.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate.
And switching gears to the game at hand, Jalen Brunson in the first half. He was on one. And that about wraps it.
We've got Can have action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And so in the game for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. And they call an illegal screen here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up this revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Inside, and the dunk by Embiid.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside Robinson, Oubre with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges passes to Towns. Brunson surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
The 76ers trail by 8. Edgecombe with it. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about DJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Robinson finds Towns. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. With the drive, and good that time. Towns has got 8 points.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Embiid with a screen on Towns. Pass to Embiid. Outside for George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. 10 points for him.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Paul George with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From downtown, Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Such a selfless player. Anunoby isn't focused on his own shot. He's looking to create.
Pass to George. Now Edgecombe. Defended by Bridges. Now Maxey. And the 3 off target.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Towns is doubled. Rebound by the 76ers. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you, Kevin.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Well, this is a classic performance from Embiid. He's one of the most lethal scorers this game has.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And it's Edwardson for Maxey.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
43, 34.
Embiid with the screen on Towns. Nobody near George. Misses the 3.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of power.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Outside Edwards. Bridges with the steal. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they get it to double digits just as we get set for the final quarter here.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out front, up by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen. Triggering.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over to the wing. Brunson outside. Brunson from long distance.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Tyrese Maxey. Allie?
I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently, so guys, he's going to brave it out.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this, but it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen. So when you look at different approaches to play a recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Embiid with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
The Knicks leading by 11. Towns with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here we've got Brunson. Now Towns.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Towns. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns. Greg is a 7-footer. is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense. Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
The Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Robinson outside. Here we've got Brunson. Fires away from outside. Rebounded by Edwards. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Rebounded by Towns.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Brunson missed on the 3. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. 54 seconds left in the game. So they foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
Towns against George. Now Embiid. Oh, that is a big-time jam. Here's Brunson. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it. Big-time players make big-time plays, and Embiid did it right there.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
And he gets it back. George fires. Bridges. So it's New York picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this. As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters. Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at the 76ers starting group. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
Now here's George. Oubre can't hit.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Getting better at running these sets. Bridges capping things off with the perfect pass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. And New York has possession. Following that last 3-pointer by Philadelphia. Here's Brunson. Towns against George. Towns can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Edgecombe, no good.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Outside Anunoby. Brunson passes to Anunoby. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Maxey. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. From downtown, Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Bridges passes to Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Anunoby for 3. And the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
George outside. This is opening night for both of these squads. What are these games like to play in, Richard?
It's so much fun. You put in so much work in the offseason to improve, to get better, and now it's your opportunity to show it.
Anunoby finds Towns. Bridges against George. Robinson, a screen on George. Bridges. Robinson can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far.
Yeah, and leaving no doubt. Edgecombe just flies to the rim.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Anunoby, coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Oh, got a piece of it. Double team on Towns. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Pass to Embiid. Out to Oubre. The 3-ball. Hits the 3-pointer.
And I feel like Embiid doesn't get enough credit for his passing sometimes. That's just an outstanding dime.
Anunoby for 3. The rebound by Embiid. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
They had to rely on their bench a lot in that game, and maybe it instilled some confidence in those guys.
Now here's Oubre. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
Now into the lineup for New York, number 3.
Knicks trail by 6. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson against Maxey. Inside. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Pass to Oubre. Now here's Embiid. Three from Edgecombe. And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability. Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey, outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Pass to Anunoby, back to Brunson. Three-pointer, and Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
He gets called for the over-the-back. He thought he could slip through the cracks and grab the rebound.
And this is why we say block out. It is a fundamental thing that is often overlooked and hurts you every time.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Guys, back over to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Embiid finds George. Uncovered. And he drops that one in. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
That jumper from George is so tough to defend. He's got great height and lift.
Fires the 3. And no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Maxey. Up top, George. Here's Edgecombe. On the tape. And he elevates for the slam. Mitchell Robinson on the wrong end of that one.
Wow, V.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
Oh, when I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Karl Anthony Towns.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with New York's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've decided this is an injury that can be played through, but we'll see if it's a limiting factor. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. This injury certainly looks like it could be serious.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. George with a steal. Maxey with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Picked by Oubre. George passes to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. George, no good. Knicks trail by 9. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Hart. New York working the ball around now. Maxey against Bridges. Back to Hart. This one for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Edgecombe for 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. The three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Philadelphia with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
They have outworked and outperformed their opponents so far. Didn't come in as the favorites, but they might be the favorites now.
Classic underdog.
Taking a closer look at the... And that'll do it for us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And here's Brunson. Yet to see a basket. RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to George. Embiid, a screen on Hart to the inside. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here for 3. George, it's not going to go for him. Hart with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 7. Brunson taking his time here. And here's Hart beyond the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yeah, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
McBride, he's checked in for New York. George, a screen on Bridges. Out to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. Here's Brunson. Robinson can't hit.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
George, a screen on Brunson. For 3, Maxey. And it's New York with a rebound.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. To the paint. Anunoby can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 7. Oubre with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. George for 3. Drops in the 3. George has got 5 now. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. There's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, BA.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. McBride on the wing. Will it go? And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Max. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Bridges. They've got numbers. Here's McBride. Nails it from 3.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Maxey against Brunson. Picked by Oubre. To the middle. Fades back. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Oubre. Embiid's gotten his first bucket of the night. Maxey against Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. And it's off from three-point range.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The Knicks pull it in. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's McBride from behind the arc. Drills it from deep. McBride's got 6 points in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
76ers lead, 26-15.
Now here's Embiid. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 13. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at small forward.
First team foul.
Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Bridges.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. He was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Pushing the pace, Bridges stays ahead of the fast break.
Maxey with it. Over Brunson. Again, Philadelphia.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
And a big finish by Robinson.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's George. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Don't forget about PG's in-between game. It's more than just solid.
Pass to Anunoby. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Out to Oubre. The 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 15. It's Bridges on the wing. George defending. Robinson a screen on Maxey. Brunson fires! Can't get the 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Here's Edgecombe. Oubre knocks down the trifecta.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Let's loose for 3. Embiid there for the rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's George. The shot from 20 feet out, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. 13 points for Paul George.
Oh, when PG catches fire, few things can put him out. We've seen him go off tonight.
Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day 1 of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Towns. 4 on the clock. Sinks that one from the post.
Paint is Carl Anthony's domain. His body lets him just own it.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Back to Embiid. Stolen by Brunson. Outside Robinson to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Count that bucket.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And these kinds of shots help Oubre get into a rhythm. Terrific work off the catch.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Now, here's Maxey. Edgecombe with it. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. That's good from Edgecombe on the assist by Embiid. Edgecombe's got 5 points so far. Brunson against Maxey. Oubre with the steal. Now here's Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. And Embiid throws it down.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully, that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now, Brunson. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. George with the steal. Edgecombe with it. Brunson picks him up. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 5. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
And so it's New York with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anunoby. Oh, good on the triple.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Stolen by Robinson. And so it's Philadelphia in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. For the 3, and it's Towns missing. Philadelphia leading by 11, and there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he calls the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Miles McBride's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys?
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside for George. This one for 3, sinks the three-pointer. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Going inside, and stolen by Maxey. And now Philadelphia on the break. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And when Edgecombe is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
Pass to Robinson, and stolen by Maxey. The finish, and slam dunk by Maxey.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the right side. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Craig, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
Anunoby passes to Robinson. Brunson with a clean look. Traps in the tray. Brunson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New York.
76ers lead.
Maxey against Brunson. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
Knicks trail by 17. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
I tell you what, they got a nice reservation for him over on the bench if he keeps this up. 4th turnover already.
And here's Maxey outside. And the 3-ball is good. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Brunson finds Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson outside. 5 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-6 run. Got that one up quick. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the left side wing. It's rebounded by New York. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual.
All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
They're breaking at every opportunity, which we are seeing across the league, Shaq.
Yeah, once the defense is set in half court, it's tougher to score.
And now coming back around to... And that's a halftime wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from VJ Edgecombe.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Robinson. And it's Brunson in at point. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half.
What a job there by Brunson on defense, staying connected to the shooter nicely.
The shot, no good. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
34-17.
Now Edgecombe. He's got 12 from outside the arc. Rebounded by Hart.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Brunson missing. The 76ers leading by 17. Stolen by Robinson. Robinson against George. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Knicks haven't given up any points here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. George with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. A nice shot by George.
Love the flow and rhythm that George plays with. Very impressive. He's got a natural, comfortable cadence to his pace.
Anunoby outside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Brunson against Maxey. Back to Anunoby. And the Knicks miss again. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to George. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by New York.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Out to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Brunson, left side. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got 11 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right, putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Bridges shot, good.
Bridges showing you the range right there.
The 76ers leading by 18.
76ers lead 41-20.
107 left in the third. To the middle, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
Hart kicks to Robinson. Hart the pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock, and again it's New York.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Maxey on the wing from the baseline. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for...
Well, Grant, when the season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Embiid can't hit. Maxey against Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Out to Oubre. Pass to Edgecombe. To the inside. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside Brunson. He takes it in. Now here's Robinson. Towns outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Brunson. From deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And so it's New York with it, after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Brunson passes to Robinson. Towns for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to George. Banked it in off the glass.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Outside Brunson. Lets it fly. Here's Robinson. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Embiid. George passes to Embiid. Down low. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Out to Bridges to halt the run. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Maxey feeling it out a bit. 3-pointer Embiid. Pure from 3-point range. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside Brunson. The 3 is up. The rebound by Embiid.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Oh, George with a steal. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the first team.
The ruling on the floor, stand.
The action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Making a change here. McBride's checked in. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. In third, New York.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
The free throw drops for Embiid. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 13-3 run. George, a screen on Bridges. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. Good work defensively by Oubre.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Towns. Embiid misses.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Back to Anunoby. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Oubre. Joel Embiid. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Inside, it'll be the dynamic pair of Anunoby and Cat. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the 3, small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And here are the Sixers now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
And he was dialing that one up. Edgecombe saw his opportunity and seized it.
Here's Anunoby. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Maxey. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Oubre. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Bridges finds Brunson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. From the baseline. Good. He hits the jumper. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Embiid, a screen on Bridges. Here's Maxey. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the 76ers lead by 8.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Right side, Brunson. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Out to Oubre. Maxey against Brunson. Inside. 5 to shoot. Here's Barlow. And it's New York with a rebound. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
It doesn't go for him. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 8-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Brunson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Sixers lead by 8. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. Well, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Embiid, high post. Stolen by Bridges. Here's the break. Outside McBride. New York working the ball around now. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Maxey.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
It's Edwards on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody. The story of the first half, Joel and
big man doing big things, and Embiid has dominated. Hard to slow when he's determined and locked in like this.
Yeah, he's got to look.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first. And that is going to do it for.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. The Sixers lead by 8. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Bridges against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. The Knicks pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Fires, high post. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
The kick out to Brunson. Outside McBride. Oubre with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. Knicks trail by 10. McBride on the wing. Back to Brunson. Takes a 3. McBride can't get it to go.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Embiid, a screen on Towns. Edgecombe. And he powers it down right on Karl Anthony Towns. Wow.
Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Maxey against Bridges. Embiid from outside. Counted from distance. Embiid's got 16 points.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
And Oubre gets it to go.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Knicks trail by 15. Brunson surveys. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Left side, Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Maxey against Bridges. Releases. And it's Maxey missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. The Sixers lead by 15. Oubre with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Towns a screen on Maxey. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Brunson on the drive. Outside Anunoby.
Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, this is the problem Giannis presents. Stopping him inside is such a challenge.
Turner against Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Porter. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Now, here's Maxey. 17 points in his last outing. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Porter finds Prince. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pocket 6. Giannis high post. Embiid's there. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Maxey against Porter. Embiid with a screen on Porter. From deep, Maxey. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Porter Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edgecombe. Guarded by Prince. George looking over the floor. Oubre, a screen on Giannis. And it's George missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
And it goes down 2 points.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work." Back to you.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Maxey. Following the score by Miles Turner. George. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Porter. Giannis, a screen on Maxey. And Porter, here we go. And it's Giannis missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Taking a look at the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Turner passes to Kuzma. It's Porter outside. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Maxey. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Lets it go from deep. Edgecombe, no good. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the 76ers. Giannis dumps it down.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
Maxey passes to George. Over to the left wing. Embiid dishes to Oubre. Back to Embiid. Turner with the steal. Tipped away. Ahead. Prince wide open. Kuzma kicks it out to Prince. Left side out of the Kumbo. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by George. The 76ers trail by 6. Embiid inside, working on Prince, and he gets it to go.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. Outside out of the Kumbo. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Maxey with it, outguarded by Giannis. Nobody near George. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. 4-point game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Embiid. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
The 76ers with another miss.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Giannis slashing. Turner for 3. Excellent D there from George. The 76ers trail by 6. Goes up from the top of the key. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Pass to Prince. Edgecombe with the steal. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
He gets it in there. Oubre's got his first basket.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Maxey finds Embiid. Giannis against Maxey. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
Bucks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Out to Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Porter outside. He can't get that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 1. And terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us?
Well, I think for Milwaukee, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this.
And now let's talk about that first half for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're in a tightly contested game.
Well,
and that's all for us. Now,
and as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince is out there with Porter. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Porter against Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Good! Giannis from deep.
Well, look, it's big trouble for the defense when Giannis is hitting the three-point shot. There is no stopping.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Giannis kicks to Porter. Giannis sets a screen for Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder.
George passes to Embiid. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Giannis outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Maxey. Back to Embiid. Pass to Oubre. Back to Embiid. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Bucks.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively. And boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Giannis high post. Embiid's there. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good D by Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Bucks trail by 3. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Pass to Embiid. No good on that one. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And call will be against VJ Edgecombe. And that'll be his third foul so far. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Turner. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Maxey.
And it's not easy making a shot when you have Embiid in your face like that.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Outside, George. The rebound by the Bucks.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Giannis dishes the Prince.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Embiid with the screen on Kuzma. And that one's good. Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Pass to Prince for the tie. Oubre pulls it in. Here's Edgecombe. 1 second left. Here's the drive. And the dunk by Edgecombe. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on.
Let's get the pace back in the game.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bucks trail by 5, so on the floor for Philadelphia. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Maxey against Porter. And it's Paul George with the 5. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Giannis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma kicks the Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
Pass to Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Maxey kicks to George. Sinks the triple. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, George buries it from three-point range.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Left side, Maxey. To the inside, and George with the stuff.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Porter against Maxey. Onto the Kumbo outside. And the layup is off. The 76ers leading by 10. They get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. Embiid with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Oh, and he misses the dunk. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since they started the final quarter of play.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The long shot, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. George, and wide open, nails the J.
And got to be confident in that mid-range, and Paul George certainly is.
Now Porter. Turner. The three goes down.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Now George takes the three. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Embiid with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 9. Paul George. The three is off.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Porter fires. Knocked away. And they get it back. Kyle Kuzma. He drills the three.
And this guy's played in some big games, so the moment doesn't phase Kuzma.
From deep. No good there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Porter outside. Porter double team. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a three. Buries the deep ball.
And you can see why they go to Porter Jr. He knows how to get it done in the clutch.
Oubre. What a response. Hitting a three of their own.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball. No need to.
The start of a fresh season, but we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, a small forward. Pass to Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Shoots over Turner, and there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Maxey.
Well, Embiid is late. Laser focused. The way he shoots the ball is unreal for a 7-footer.
Turner passes to Porter. Launches the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. You look at Prince. Boy, he's a sniper. Third best three-point shooter in the league.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Now here's Embiid. His last outing, he had 24 points.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma outside. No good from outside. The Sixers lead by 3. Here's Edgecombe. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And as the rookie Edgecombe gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Lex.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Maxey finds George. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
I love the way Paul George includes these mid-range jumpers in his offensive game.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. And Giannis throws it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Oubre with a steal. George outside. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. George has got 5 now.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Kuzma outside. On the wing, Porter. Got a piece of it. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. "11 seconds left in the first. Embiid passes to Oubre. Now George. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Porter. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The basket counts.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Sixers on top. They lead by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Sinks it from distance.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8. Outside Porter. Clock at 4. Fires for 3. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist from Kuzma. Antetokounmpo has got 11. Maxey against Kuzma. Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable. And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Back to Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
Antetokounmpo surveys. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Allie. Antetokounmpo for 3. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
George passes to Embiid. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got 10 points.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. Puts up a 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Antetokounmpo against George. Embiid, a screen on Antetokounmpo. George, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. A minute 4 left in the second quarter. Screen by Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
Well, if Embiid gets rolling like this, what are you going to do? There's no way to stop him with all of that power.
Pass to Kuzma. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Prince. Launches it from deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. Outside Oubre. Kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, no good. Antetokounmpo inside. And there's the 3-second violation.
76ers ball.
Here's Embiid. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top, up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
All right, fellas. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front, and it's Oubre in at the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers leading to the middle. Here's George, and the layup is good off the glass. George has got 12. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Outside Porter. For 3. No good on the shot.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Pass to Maxey. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Embiid, a screen on Antetokounmpo. George for 3. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. Bucks trail by 6. And at his peak, Paul George averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. Tim, that number's seen a precipitous decline.
Well, in particular, the last few seasons, and I think with his injury concerns, BA, you understand him being less inclined to hunt contact.
Maxey finds George. Over Antetokounmpo. George, no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Defended by Kuzma. For 3, George. George with another miss.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
The 3 from Prince knocks down the long J. And now just a 1-point Philadelphia lead.
You have to stay connected with him out there or he will roast you.
Maxey with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. George with another miss.
Something's off about him this quarter.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
George against Antetokounmpo. Baseline jumper. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And here's Porter outside. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Up top, Embiid. kicks it to George. Shot to stop the run. That doesn't go either for George.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Prince finds Porter from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Milwaukee lead.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Maxey passes to George. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes the three, and it's Porter. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Porter's got 9 points now in the quarter. Turner against Embiid. George, a screen on Turner. Pass to George. Launches it. He buries it from three. George has got 15 points.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a three of his own.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so it's Milwaukee. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Milwaukee leading by 10. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Taurean Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Porter gets the bucket.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Kuzma, the pass to Prince. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's the three. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And Maxey, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Down low. And then Embiid with the dunk.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Antetokounmpo outside. And he can't stop the run as that misses. 76ers trail by 3. Here's Maxey. Outside Embiid. 5 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Fires the three. Cash from downtown.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Maxey. Porter with the steal. Now Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots a three. Cleared away by Embiid. 76ers trail by 6. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. George sets a screen. 6 to shoot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Up top, Porter. Maxey covering. Porter against Maxey. Porter looks it over. Now on to Kumpo. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Embiid there for the rebound.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Outside Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Porter. Now Embiid. Beyond the arc. Turner with a rebound. It's stolen by Maxey. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. Turner with a rebound. Antetokounmpo against Embiid. He launches. Oh, the shot is off. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Maxey with it. He's against Turner. Puts up the tray. Not that time. So Milwaukee wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now with Tim.
All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Giannis throws it down.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Maxey finds George from deep three-point territory. It doesn't go for him. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Giannis against Embiid.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
So Richard, from title contender to in the lottery. What went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Edgecombe with it. Pass to Embiid. There's the triple, and he's good on the 3-ball. Embiid's got 6 points.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he banks in the layup. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Embiid. Over Giannis. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by George. And it's 8 points for Joel Embiid. Bucks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And a missed layup. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey kicks to Embiid. to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Bucks. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Maxey. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 5. Outside Turner. Doubled by Oubre. Pass to Prince. Back to Turner. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And so here is Philadelphia. George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Giannis outside. And there's the drive. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Edgecombe. Nothing on the board. Three-pointer by Embiid. It's good from long range.
The pure talent of Joel Embiid knows no bounds.
Prince outside. Back to Porter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And so in the game for the 76ers, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
George in the post. Guarded by Kuzma. A nice shot by George.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. On the wing, Giannis. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And checking out the numbers for Paul George. Last year, getting it done. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And they double up Embiid. George against Antetokounmpo. Oubre, a screen on Antetokounmpo. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The putback kicks it out to Maxey. Back to George. Again, Philadelphia.
You can't lose track of PG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Pass to Edgecombe. George sets a screen for Edgecombe. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Down low, here's Embiid. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Porter kicks to Turner. Stolen by George. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Edgecombe. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Running the floor, Edgecombe made sure he wasn't getting caught on the break.
Prince in the corner. Kuzma outside. Porter passes to Kuzma. Oubre with the steal. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Porter. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Bucks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Giannis outside. The 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And the technical free throw is good. .17 seconds left in the second quarter. Giannis outside. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket for Maxey. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Bucks on top, up 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through, moving on in our... Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Kevin Porter is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Turner in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
Maxey against Porter. Kuzma with the screen for Porter, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
A chance now to see the numbers for Tyrese Maxey. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Here's Giannis. He is hauled in by Paul George. The 76ers leading by 3. So there's no way around it, RJ. Last season was a disappointing one for Paul George.
Yes, it was marked by injuries and underperformance. His numbers took a big dip. The move from LA to Philly was not as easy for PG.
George double team, Turner with the steal.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
Embiid inside the line. And the wing jumper offline. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Giannis against Maxey. Giannis right side. 5 on the clock. Giannis back to the basket. Over 5. That'll be a turnover. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Bucks.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Count it, good. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
And no one in the league does it better. Giannis feeling the contact there, almost using that to propel himself for the finish.
Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey against Turner. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Porter looking it over. From deep. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Maxey attacking. A minute 50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Embiid with a screen on Porter. 18 feet out, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Maxey kicks to George. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Porter passes to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo against Embiid. Prince looking around. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Prince. Let's go. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Maxey. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Now, here's Maxey. Shoots over Turner. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking.
Guys, we're still in this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
Pass to George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 9 points now in just the 2nd half.
You can see the IQ from PG there, deciding to keep it off the court.
And it's Giannis missing. The 76ers leading by 15 over Turner, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Maxey against Kuzma. Here's Embiid. Prince grabs the miss.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
And a wide open look for Porter. Good, and nice assist from Prince.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Good on the 3-point shot. 11 points here for PJ Edgecombe.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this.
Ooh, what a slam! Oh, my. What a slam!
Gracious. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Kyle Kuzma, off target from outside.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Prince against George. Fires from 18. That one is good.
And BG is on one tonight, getting the looks that he wants and taking it to the defense.
The 3 doesn't go. The 76ers leading by 17 for 3. Let's lose a 3. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
Maxey looking it over. In the corner, George with it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Back to Oubre. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Oubre pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Goes up on the wing, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. George against Turner. That doesn't go either for George. Milwaukee with the ball. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. George with no one around. Drills it from outside.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
It's game 1 for both teams, Clark. Preseason is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Embiid. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, that just speaks to his raw talent.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Embiid. Now Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Embiid on the assist from Maxey. Embiid's got 6 points.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
You know, Clark last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was, in many ways, unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
And here's Milwaukee now. After the Sixers picked up the basket a moment ago. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Embiid passes to George. Outside Maxey. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Pass to Turner. Here's Porter. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And they were top 10 in the league at scoring off turnovers. It was baked into the game plan every night, and it made them exciting to watch.
Their nightly goal, make things uncomfortable for opposing offenses. That's how they racked up so many steals.
I just love the ball movement.
Bucks trail by 5. Porter looks it over. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. To the inside. No, stopping him there! And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Porter. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Antetokounmpo outside. Turner against George. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
George passes to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Over Antetokounmpo. George's shot is off. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
Hey, that was an announcement dunk from Turner there. Going up with force and throwing that thing down.
Embiid, a screen on Antetokounmpo. For 3, George connects from downtown. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots. I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Prince is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the Bucks with the possession here. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Here's Embiid. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
I really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Now here's Maxey. Kicks it to George. Back to Embiid. Oh, stolen by Turner. Now Milwaukee moving it up by himself. Giannis end to end.
Nice heads-up defense from Turner there, paying off with a successful fast break.
George, a screen on Kuzma. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
George passes to Embiid. Outside Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Porter. 4 on the clock. And Turner with the block.
Turner using every inch of his length to protect the rim. Denied.
And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
On the wing, Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Porter, such a terrific athlete, making it look easy as he takes off and jams it down.
George, a screen on Prince. Maxey passes to George. And he knocks it. Down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, he goes big with the dunk right over Joel Embiid.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Embiid against Antetokounmpo. Just 4 to shoot. And Embiid with the block.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
Philadelphia's got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Pass to Edgecombe. It's George on the wing. 4-3. Philadelphia moving it around. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now here's George. 10 points for him over Antetokounmpo. George, no good.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Thanks for...
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And time now to swing it around. Thanks as always.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front, and it's Oubre in at the 3, small forward. Now here's George. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. George has got 12 points.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 19.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Embiid can't hit. The Bucks leading by 6. Here's Prince. And here is Kuzma to the paint. Outside Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And George with the jam.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count that one. Antetokounmpo has got 23 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Kuzma outside. It's rebounded by George. The 76ers trail by 4. To the middle.
And I like seeing Edgecombe share the rock like this. It shows how serious he is about involving his teammates.
Outside Porter. Pass to Kuzma. Porter against Maxey. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. A big-time flush by Giannis.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Shot on the wing. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Turner. He's got 9. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis driving inside. The rebound by Embiid. George outside. For the tie, the kick out to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Porter. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Tipped. It's stolen by Kuzma. Got a piece of it. And here is Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Maxey against Porter. Down low. Antetokounmpo service.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 27 points for him. The three from Prince. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one. Embiid, a screen on Prince. Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid elevates!
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Kevin Porter is out there with Prince. And it's Turner in at center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Kuzma for 3. On target from range. Kuzma's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Screen by Embiid. Fires from the wing, and he nails that one right through the heart. Embiid's got 21 points in the game.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league. Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now Maxey, the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Maxey. Porter from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Edgecombe. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, look at Edgecombe making space for himself out there off the pick, managing to find his shot.
Outside Porter. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it's off.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's Edgecombe. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Here's Oubre. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
When they really needed it, what a shot by Kelly Oubre Jr. He's got no problem going and getting a bucket.
Porter against Maxey. Now Turner. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Maxey.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
He drops the first one, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Antetokounmpo outside. Porter outside. Antetokounmpo. It's intercepted. Here's Embiid. Oh, he jammed it.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Knocks it loose. Now Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo outside for 3. Cleared away by Embiid. And so it's Embiid with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 3-point lead.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Now Porter from downtown. George is there for the rebound. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by George. Antetokounmpo outside. And the 3 misses. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 16-7 run. The triple drops.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
No good from 3. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Yes, sir, with the 3. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Joel, in the past, you've certainly had your...
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.